Okay, hello everyone. We are live again with Volume 8 of the manga of Backstabbed in a Backwater Dungeon, Infinite Gotcha. This will be chapters, if I am not mistaken, 54 to 61. Saying that right up front, so we have a clear, stopping point. But also because, well, I don't own the physical volumes past number 6. Unfortunately, they're not so easy to come by. The physical manga for this series is very surprisingly just not in bookstores where I live. Lots and lots of other novels and manga are, but not this one, which is very odd to me because you can find it in a bookstore. It's just so hard. So until I do, I have to go off of friends telling me where certain volumes end and maybe looking up on the wiki and, relying on people to help me. I don't necessarily have the physical copy. I managed it before because I did have a physical copy. So let me take a minute to get my chat open, then we can get started. Let me just give it another minute. There we go. Alrighty, I have my chat open and my moderator Lee is already here. That's great to see. Great to see. The stream is going to be fun. Hope you will raise the volume on your mic. My mic is pretty lit up, pretty loud. I mean, the way it usually is. I don't think I need to raise it too much more. Hope we'll get a bigger audience than last time. I mean, I would love to get a bigger audience, but I'm trying to figure out, how long does it take before I can get donations in my chat? Is that something I can get at 500 subscribers? Or is that something I don't get possibility until way later? Think you need to grab something to drink that can keep you awake? We don't want you to start being sleepy in the middle of a stream. I got you covered. We'll be good for this one. Besides, I'm doing it earlier than I did the last one. And I did 2 last time, kind of because people were asking for it. They wanted more. And I was literally about to end the last one, and then they were like, we want more, so I did another one, not expecting myself to do another one. This time will be different. If I do another one, I'll still have plenty of time. I hope. We can only hope. I think you can raise the volume of your mic. I thought my mic was fine. But, without any further ado, let's actually get started with the stream. We are in the middle of the novel Volume 3. So we are still dealing with the Dark Elf Islands and all that nonsense. And Light has a method in mind to deal with the Soul Dragon. If you remember how the last stream ended, he learned that the Soul Dragon was kind of a big deal threat that could pose a problem to the entirety of his world just by existing. And because he doesn't want anyone or anything to deprive him of his revenge, he's also putting this dragon down to get Sione so he can get his revenge. This is how dead set he is on his revenge, people. Even when another evil entity takes his revenge target away from him, he will go to any length to get them back just so that they can get revenge. Just so that he can get his revenge on them. That is beyond just amazing because it's so what's the term I'm looking for? It's so exhilarating. Finally getting to see him just or finally getting a series where a character doesn't let anything get in the way of his revenge, except for things that are not a part of his revenge. So without any further ado, let's begin. Chapter 54: The Card Repository. I have to say it so blatantly and obviously every time we start a chapter because I'm trying to help. I'm trying to set this up so Google and YouTube's AI for people that use the feature right underneath the stream can use it to find timestamps for chapters, and giving it a very clear marker is helpful, but it doesn't always work. And then I have to find the chapters manually and make the timestamps. uh, Light's Gift, Unlimited Gotcha, is generating cards 24 hours a day thanks to a secret trick. And what's funny is, I don't remember if the trick is ever revealed in the manga or not. It's definitely a novel thing. It'll probably be in the anime. It would be a funny, 5-second thing to show in the anime because it's not that crazy of a secret. Once you realize what the trick is, it's actually pretty, ingenious because it sounds like something a gacha player would do if they had that ability. And also, a way to infinitely pull on a gacha without needing a currency to do so. But I'm talking about too much real-life gaming stuff. This gacha is literally just a gift, a magic ability. It's not a real, gacha system. In terms of, you know what comes out of it. I brought this up before, but it's not a real gacha. It's a system that's like a gacha. Because otherwise, Light would have, things he doesn't even understand because they only apply to modern gaming mechanics. Those cards are deposited and managed in a certain place to be retrieved as needed. It's one of the busiest departments of the deepest level of the abyss, the card repository. And oh my goodness, it is a massive place that's just a giant library. Now think of it this way, people. You know how there are books that have pages in them dedicated for holding trading cards? And there are really, really big binders that some stores have that can hold 10 rows on a page and 10 in a row for just a single book. Now imagine those kinds of things, but the size of a regular textbook in a giant library just full of cards. That is the entire purpose of this thing's existence, this room's existence. Spoken like a person that loves gacha games a lot. Guilty as charged. Azure Lane, the Tensura Isekai Memories, Solo Leveling Arise, Arc Knights. I'm no stranger to gacha games. They used to be a foreign concept to me, but now it's second nature. Because there is something so satisfying when it actually works for you and your luck seems to turn around. Because, as depressing as it sounds, my gacha luck is one of the few things in a day that gives me good luck. My luck factor throughout my day-to-day life is below average. It feels very depressing. When my gacha luck turns around, it feels like jubilation. It feels satisfying. I don't call it an addiction because it never goes that far for me. I can go without these games. I can put them down. But when you're a new player, you kind of have to grind to make sure you can, keep playing the game. All I'm going to say on that is, Arc Knights is a fun game to play. I have now learned that it is the best gacha game I have ever played. I used to think it was Azure Lane. But boy, howdy, Azure Lane has kind of gotten stale over the years. I'm a person that's played it since 2021, and in the 4 years I've played Azure Lane, it's definitely gone downhill for me. For one thing, the story moves at an iceberg's pace. Like, no, seriously. Like, the story gives you so many crazy things, but it's so slow to go anywhere. It is as slow as an iceberg. Whereas Arknights has updates and side stories and actually updating their main story relatively quicker. Okay, but enough about that. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. I shouldn't do that. Unless people want me to go off on a tangent, it is a live stream after all. Any case, Lord Alf. Alf? I never know how to say this guy's name in the novel and the manga. It's Alth. Alth. Alf? Please replenish our arrows. Here's the requisition for item. Lady Anelia, we need groceries for the cafeteria, and condiments, and the repository is run by a pair of siblings, Anelia and Alf. Certainly, here are the cards for the groceries, and here are the cards for the condiments and cooking utensils. Great work out there, Mohawks! So you've returned to the Abyss. This is a big deal. Their card specifically is a big deal, because this goes back to a concept that I'm going to have to talk about in detail, especially when the anime comes out. Once I have better visuals to go off of. The anime better keep these cards. It's one of the selling points of this whole series. They better keep the cards in the anime. But this is a very interesting case. You know what this case is? It's a level 5000 UR card, but it's 2 people on the card. Siblings Anelia and Alf. How does that work? I brought this concept up before when we saw the debut of the Mohawks, how they were all a single card. Light pulled them, he summoned them, and it was 1 card for a group of 5. Same goes here. Siblings Anelia and Alf. Yeah, that's proof enough that just by pulling their card and summoning them that they are siblings, because that's how they are designed to be. But does that mean they're both level 5000? Does that mean they're both UR rarity? I mean, I know that's they're probably both on the same card because that's what their job is, to run the card repository. But does that mean that the cards and his gacha knew ahead of time that he would need people specifically designed to manage cards? If only Konami had these two to, run their entire Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, am I right? But in any case, these two spark up a very good conversation about how many people can exist on a single card for Light to summon. Because up until this point, aside from the Mohawks, it was 1 person per card. Mei, Ellie, Nazuna, Aoyuki. Okay, I did that in a weird order. Mei, Aoyuki, Ellie, Nazuna. There we go. Jack, Mara, Ice Heat, Suzu. Gold, Nemamu. They had a card all to themselves. But siblings Anelia and Alf get 1 card for the 2 of them. Meaning you can't summon one without the other. But what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm probably the only person in the world when it comes to this series that questions these things. Yes, I know it's from a gacha that never ends. But still. Let's keep this double spread in mind, people. When I need evidence for that video in the future, this is definitely something to take into consideration. But let's move on from this because we can't just sit on a theory forever. You've been through a lot of arrows recently. Why not take half again as many? Half again as many? What kind of a translation is that? Hold on. You've been going through a lot of arrows recently. Why not take half again as many? That doesn't sound right. Why not take why not take half as many again? Now, that doesn't come out right. That doesn't feel like that should flow at all. If we take any more, it'll feel like we're wasting the arrows Lord Light is graciously giving us. I understand your feelings, but I believe our God would prioritize your safety over a possible waste of arrows. Of course. Yeah, you're right, Lord Elf. I'll ask for 50% more arrows then. Absolutely, I'll get them right away. You know that's a crazy thing to think about. Yo! Hold it! Hold it a minute! Asta's in the house! Our gracious Black Bull Asta is in the house, everyone. Say hello to Asta! Let's go! Let's flipping go. We got someone who breaks past his limits here. Let's go. Just as I was talking about character theories and power levels, well, not necessarily power levels, but more like a concept of like what constitutes as a single card and how can multiple people exist on a single card when they're summoned. And what do you know? The one who breaks through all of his limits has graced us with his presence. Oh, hey, man. Yes, sir. Yes. Let's just go it. We break past our limits. Let's go. We will break past our limits. Here's the idea. Here's our goal, Asta, and everyone else that watches this. We break past our limits, and I hit my subscriber goal. How about that? Come on. That'd be awesome. Come on, people. My birthday is in a couple weeks. It's the end of September. If I hit my goal by then, I could start Avatar: The Last Airbender. I am very curious and like anticipating the day I can start watching the peakness that is the Avatar. I get to watch Katara, Aang, Toph, Zuko. Who wouldn't want that? Yeah, break your limits? Yep. Hi, Asta. Glad you could join us. Let's go. Let's flipping go. Man, I know. I so badly just want to hit my goal. Because, like, I, not only do I want to give you guys Avatar: The Last Airbender, I want to watch Avatar. I've heard nothing but good things about it for so long. But, like, what Alf said here is also something to keep in mind. Because the way he's talking about arrows implies that arrows are a separate card that you have to, like, use to restock your arrows. Which means that the repository never has to worry about getting any bigger. Because people are constantly going to the repository to get more supplies. And that revolves around cards. And if Light has a secret trick to allows for the summoning 24/7, there will always be a flow of supplies. Meaning There will never be a situation where the abyss is out of materials. Ever. They don't even have to worry about being like gridlocked away from like everyone else in civilization. If they had to like stay in the abyss the whole rest of their lives, they could live there and not have to worry about anything else. Isn't that crazy? Because as Anelia says in the next panel, here's tea for everyone to replenish the canteen supply. And here are the supplies for the bath. Oh, in this requisition form for the restrooms, the numbers are off by 1 digit. I'll take care of it. I'm terribly sorry, Lady Anelia. I don't know if everyone loves Avatar, though. Okay. To be fair, all the people I've been around for all my life have praised Avatar. I haven't interacted with anyone that hates Avatar. So, I know that a lot of people love it. And it seems like an overwhelming majority. If I attract the minority that doesn't like Avatar, then that's just my unlucky day. It's fine. Everyone makes mistakes. And don't worry, if you should make a mistake, I'll take care of things for you. I'm wondering if the manga is going to reveal Light's secret trick. That would be something you should keep in the adaptation. I would be remiss if it was not here, but I should probably keep reading the chapter before I say anything. Hello, Big Sis Anelia, do you have a minute? Yes, Light, sweetie, what is it? Did you miss the sound of my voice? Well, looks like we're gonna have to chalk 2 more characters up for voice actor potential. Alf and Anelia for potential English voice actors. We'll get on that discussion later. We're about to head your way, and there are some cards I'd like you to get ready for us. They're... And I want... Huh? Huh? You're about to see something insane in terms of his request. Sorry to intrude, Big Sis Anelia and Alf. I don't know if my voice can go any higher. Light and May, welcome, sweeties. There is no place in the bottom level of the abyss where our God Lord Light could be an intruder. Thanks for coming to meet us. I came to pick up the cards I mentioned. I'd heard from my big sis, but it didn't feel quite real that you asked for those. Would you mind repeating your request so we can confirm it? Of course I don't mind. We're going up against the Soul Dragon, a monster from another world. So please bring us every single card with the property I mentioned. Which is already an insane thing to ask for because, well, it's an infinite gacha. He is summoning infinitely 24/7. Literally infinite summoning 24/7. And he's asking for every single card of a certain kind. Doesn't that feel kind of impossible? Because the minute he gets his request, couldn't, like, the gacha just summon another card of that type? Where does it end for his request? It's a very specific thing to ask, sure, but it's definitely something worth mentioning. If he's constantly summoning 24/7, and maybe you people are wondering, how could he still, like, summon 24/7 if he's out and about and it's his gift? Well, if the chapter doesn't reveal it, I will let you know because it's something that... Well, okay. Maybe it's something that's revealed later and I'm not remembering it correctly. It could be something that was revealed later, but I'm not sure. Which is wild to me because the fact that it's brought up here is now questioning whether or not it's a Volume 3 thing or a Volume 5 thing. So I don't know what to do. Do I keep that one to myself? Or hope and bank on the fact that it was revealed later and that the manga would have kept it in regardless? Because I know from reading it the first time that this is a very faithful manga. Meaning if I forgot about it, it's probably not revealed yet, and it will come up later. But it seems like something I would want to bring up here because it's probably a very legitimate question to ask. So, I mean, it's up to you guys if it's worth me bringing up now or holding off until later. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Just had to check something quickly, just to be sure. But I feel like I'm just gonna keep it to myself unless the series does tell me, because it is something that it should be in the series. Whether or not it's here or not will be up for debate. So my sis didn't hear you wrong. It's gonna be a lot of cards, you know. Yeah, I came here so that I could put them directly into my card holder instead of having you two carry them all out. Yes, that would be more efficient. There's a monster so strong that you need that many cards? Shall I defeat it for you, sweetie? What? No. You guys are only level 5,000. I don't... And you're not even fighters. You guys are managers of cards. Like, that is literally your job description. Asta, I really, really can't wait for your anime to come back. Don't we all? I started reading Black Clover after we were done with the anime before, and then we got that movie, and that movie was really awesome. But I haven't touched the Black Clover manga in like 2 years now. I know it turned into a monthly series, so it's like one chapter a month or something. So I really just, I mean, is there enough material for another season? Would it like wrap up the whole series? Is the manga close to ending or not? Like, is the manga so close to ending that they're like, we may as well announce that it's finally coming back? I mean, yeah, there is a lot of material. Okay. In any case, but like, yeah, like, what do you mean, shall I defeat it for you? Worry not, Anelia. Ellie and I will be accompanying Lord Light. I can rest easy if you're with him, and considering my level, if I were to insist to come too, I'd probably only get in your way. That's literally what we're all thinking, Anelia. So May, sweetie, you can call me Big Sis, okay? I'll try it out should an opportunity present itself. Wow. Yeah, she has, her and her brother have this weird personality quirk where they want everyone to refer to them as Big Sis and Big Bro. It's definitely something that is, a quirk of them. Don't let it bother you too much. So don't worry about me, and I want the two of you to do your best to keep things running smoothly here on the deepest level of the abyss. Sure, I'll do my best for you, sweetie. Certainly. And our God and our allies, I will exert myself to the utmost. So ready to head out, everyone? Once we teleport to the cottage, we'll proceed right to the dungeon. May and Ellie, please hide yourselves using the double SR Shadow Self card and follow us. Okay? That's another one we have to keep track of. The double SR Shadow Self. There is actually more than enough source material for the anime when it comes to Black Clover. Oh, wow. I mean, I remember. I remember reading it. True, they did. There is a lot there. But I'm just wondering, is Black Clover almost done? Mm. And it's looking like the manga didn't have what I was hoping for unless it shows up later. And it probably will show up later, so I'm not gonna say anything about it now. The manga is close to ending? Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. Everyone, I'd like your assistance to save the Abyss and this whole continent from this crisis, and carry out my revenge. Yes, blessed Lord Light, you can count on us. Teleport. Nemumu, please guide us on the shortest path to the stairs to the first basement level. Yes, sir. Out of our way! As they told us, there are other monsters here too, not just fake Siones. The only ghost I've heard of before were human. This was my first time seeing a ghost dog. Ghost dogs are monsters from another world. Only purification and holy magic did them any damage. So they are similar to regular ghosts in that respect. They're weak, but are troublesome enemies to defeat. There's no point in fighting them. Let's do our best to avoid them. The stairway is ahead. I felt a presence again for just a moment. Lord Dark? Sorry, let's keep going. Oh, yep, okay. Well, there's a ghost. There's a ghost following them. Research facility dungeon basement level 1. The previous parties made maps of this level as well. It shows the pathway to stairs down to the second basement level. I'll take the shortest path here. Yeah, please do. The warning for this level said that monsters lurk in the shadows, so I'll avoid the shadows as much as possible to minimize fighting. Wow. No, help! What? Yume! Ooh. No, this isn't my little sister. Actually, this girl is... What? It was merely scattered. My lord cannot fell these ghosts with a single attack. How bothersome. Judgment Flare! Oh, yo. That'll have been Gold's second time using that ability. The anime better make this look like fire. Like, this better look fire. It better be fire. Like, this looks awesome. And now that I'm getting another look at Gold's design in the manga, maybe my criticism of the anime version is lessened. Because I had this image of Gold because of the way he was posed before, where I thought he was bigger, I thought he was heftier. And looking at the anime version, I thought he looked a little too small or too skinny. But looking at him again, I think my initial reaction to his design is kind of on me, so my bad. I didn't quite realize that they actually nailed it better than I thought they did. Are you alright, Lord Dark? What is a human child doing here? Don't tell me she's a ghost? Boo-hoo! Aw. This is actually going to be very sad. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the end of the chapter. Okay, yeah. So, the previous chapter barely had Anelia and Alf, but I'm pretty sure they're going to keep cutting back and forth between that scene and the present day to keep the reveal for when it happens later. Because I think that I remember that's how it was originally written. So once again, I won't say anything about the trick. So if anyone asks, how does Light pull with his gacha 24/7? I'm not going to say anything until at least volume 5 of the novels. So that will be a spoiler thing. Until the manga tells us directly, I'm not saying anything. Chapter 55 Ghost. Ghost children are a type of monster summoned from another world by the Soul Dragon. That's what I discovered with appraisal. Lord Dark, this may be an enemy trap. Shall we dispose of it? Wait, Nemumu. It's true, that is a possibility, but... Hi there. What's your name? Do you know it? My name? Mine's Dark. Momo. Momo's name is Momo. Little Momo, huh? What are you doing here? Why did you follow us? I'm sorry. I was looking for my parents. I was in a dark place, and then when I woke up, I was here. I didn't understand what was going on. I got scared and hid. I'm good at hide and seek. And then you guys came along, big bro. I figured if I followed you, I could go down lower. I don't know how, but I can just sense that mommy and daddy are down there. I want to be with mommy and daddy. So, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What will we do with her, my lord? Well, she's coming along for the ride, I guess. Wow, so fast! For pity's sake, this'll be an adventure for the books, won't it? You're awesome, Mr. Shiny! Hold on tight, Miss Momo. Quiet! You'll lead enemies right to us. Zoom, zoom! May, was this a mistake? Light's second-guessing himself, like, was this a bad idea? It's true that she's a ghost, but I don't get the sense that she's a monster trying to deceive us. Maybe she just reminds me of my sister, Yume. Perhaps. We cannot discard the possibility that this is an enemy trap. However, our top priority is to carry out your wishes, Lord Light. We are here to support you. Thanks. I'm not sure what that girl is, but I want to reunite her with her parents. If this turns out to be a trick taking advantage of my love for my sister, I'll deal with it accordingly. Whew. We'll deal with it accordingly. Either way, all should become clear once we reach the Soul Dragon. We've reached the stairs. Ha ha ha, that was fun! I can clearly perceive you now. But when you were hiding as you followed us, I didn't sense your presence at all. 'Cause I'm good at hide and seek. Look. Golly, that's on par with my Lord's shadow self, isn't it? I can't sense you at all. But Big Bro found me. He's nice. I could only sense that there was something there. You're good at finding me, Big Bro. Maybe I am. We're progressing well. We've made it to the second basement level. Nemumu chose a good route. It's thanks to her. Lord Dark, you shouldn't waste such kind words on me. We don't have any information on this level or anything below it. So this is where it gets tricky. Guess I'll try this. Clairvoyance! Release! Gold somewhat reminds me of Gerard from Black Summoner, the way he's acting. You're not wrong. I remember when I was first reading it, I was like, he feels familiar to me. And I now see why, yeah. I can totally picture that. Not working, huh? It's because the physics of our world and that of the other world are mixing and in conflict. We can't use spatial magic. Oh. Wait, what? That's actually a very good restriction to have in this situation, and a very logical one, too. So you can't have the excuse of why they didn't just teleport or why they didn't just see ahead of them to see about traps or anything. This is a very good way of writing this. It's because the physics of two conflicting worlds are mixing, and that they just straight up can't use spatial magic. I call that a pretty clever way of putting a restriction on something. Because think about it. Even if they, like, even in the situation right now where they have no spatial magic, they're pretty strong regardless. So it's not a situation where they would have to retreat or feel the need to be backed into a corner. But it's still very clever. So no teleportation either, huh? Guess we have no choice. Nemamu, please proceed as planned. Please leave it to me. Ooh. Ah! Whoa. Okay. Okay, she's just gonna go, ah! How do I even voice this? Is this just Nemamu screaming? Ah! No. Ah! I don't know. I'm trying to do something. Wah! So loud, my ears are ringing. You can hear it, Momo? Her voice is so high that ordinary people can't. Oh, it's it's an echolocation. So it's kind of like a dog whistle. Wow. Okay. That's gonna feel really weird when it gets animated. I say when, because I'm pretty sure they're adapting this arc. Um, how do you adapt that? Do you just put in a dog whistle sound effect? That is a very tricky thing to do because when sound has to play a role in something, you have to be you have to do it a certain way so it still makes sense in universe. That means they're going to have to do like a dog whistle cuz I don't know of anything similar. Nemamu can emit sounds at frequencies regular people can't hear them. Listen to the echoes and discern the shape of structures at a distance, which is pretty darn cool. They literally couldn't use clairvoyance or spatial magic, so they were like, we'll just use echolocation. Huh? Lord Dark, there is no stairway around here. I'll proceed to the next position. Understood. Shall we go then? Yes. Nay. How is it neighing with no head? You're so strong, Mr. Shiny. Many underworld monsters are bizarre. Ugh. Lord Dark, from the echoes. I found the stairs down to the 3rd basement level. I knew we could count on you, Nemamu. I'm truly happy to be of use to you, Lord Dark. There it is, my lord. The stairs down. Oh, you're amazing, Miss Belly Button. Miss Belly Button. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's so funny. Grr. You'll catch a cold if your belly's out like that. Mommy used to tell me that all the time. Why's your belly button out? uh, nothing like a young, naive child to ask the blunt questions. Because they have, children have no filters. Children really don't have any filters. That is very funny. Hang on a second. Okay. We're back. that is that is just so funny to me. Cuz it's a little kid asking this question, so it makes perfect sense. uh, that's gonna be really funny when that's animated. They better keep that in. They better keep that in. To make up for what she's lacking in the chest area by bearing more skin, you mustn't follow her bad example, Miss Momo. I keep telling you, my chest is normal. I dress like this because it's easier to move in. She's a child, don't put weird ideas in her head. Hey, let's go. Damn. Gold takes every opportunity to tease Nemamu a little. Where he's like, to make up for what she's lacking in the chest area. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's actually good. Good. Geez, you gotta be kidding me. The Black Fools left the dungeon a few hours ago. How are you the first ones to make it down to this level? Oh, looks like we're dealing with them now. This'll be fun. We get a prelude to all the action and destruction we're about to unfold. We had to withdraw earlier for various reasons, but we've returned to give it another try. We're doing our best to make it down to the lowest level without stopping. Hard work has enough to get you here without any breaks? I have high hopes that you'll find the way down to the lowest level then. You must have a really good gift, kid. I'm not sure about a gift, but we'll do our best to meet your expectations. We'll be off then. Are you really a kid? You seem way too astute. Or are you the one of those masters? Huh? From that reaction, you must be, huh? How do you know about masters? That's what your face is asking. An adventurer of my rank hears a lot while traveling the world. Like how there exist monstrously strong humans despite the race being so weak and low level. In the Oni folk archipelago to the west, the Demonkin nation of the north, and the Dragonute Empire to the east. I even heard recently that one was spotted in the Human Kingdom. Wait, what? Wow, that is a lot of useful information, and it's kind of a big deal. Because it's funny, we're actually only just now dealing with most of this stuff in the current light novel. So it looks like they decided to plant the seeds early. There are that many There are that many masters out there in various countries? Including the human kingdom? If that master was near my home village, maybe they were the one who destroyed it. Is that true? I'd like more details. So you do know about masters. We'll exchange info. You start. Tell me everything you know. Open your mouth and tell me already, little human shit. Or should I rip off your limbs to loosen your tongue? Momo? We're deep in a dungeon. Nobody's gonna care about a dead human. It's him. He came to our village and found us even though we were hiding. Or do you like being tortured? It would take effort on my part, true, but I can't say I dislike the sound of human screams. Okay. We're putting this guy down. We are putting this jerk down. Mommy and Daddy, everyone in the village, he... I'm gonna hurt you later anyway to make sure you're telling the truth. Might as well chop your arms and legs off now. Gold. Nemamu. It looks like we have many questions to ask them. Seize them. Yes, Lord Dark. Understood. Bad choice there. You got that right. This is basically like with the elves, except... No, this is just another time to shine for Nemamu and Gold. So if the anime does do this as well, this will be their second time to shine. But also remember that there were post-chapter stuff in the Volume 2 stuff that confirmed that Gold and Nemumu were outside the tower, causing a distraction and making a name for their party, while also just pretending to hold off the monsters. If the anime does keep that stuff in, I will be very surprised. Because, like, that arc is already going to have, like, fight after fight after fight. If they even cut away for, like, a couple seconds to show them two in the forest fighting off the hellhounds and making, like, a funny joke about how they have to pretend to fight, that would be perfect. Because I don't necessarily see them keeping that in the anime. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm forgetting if this fight had anything of note to it. Chapter 56. Brute. Sees us? You think you can beat us? This is why so-called gifted humans are so annoying. I have one question to ask you first. Have you killed or kidnapped humans or anything like that? He feels the need to ask even though he, like, blatantly stated stuff already. Huh? What's that? A ghost kid? Oh, I get it. This dungeon is full of weird crap. Is that the ghost of an animal test subject who died here? Animal test subject? Oh ho ho. Now we really gotta put him down. The director wanted gifted humans to experiment on. They hardly ever turn up in the slave markets, so we provided them by attacking villages and snatching them from towns and stuff. I knew Sione had conducted cruel experiments in the past for her research on souls, but I never heard she teamed up with this guy and his party to kidnap gifted humans to experiment on. Did you kidnap this girl? I don't know. But tons of little brats gave me a laugh when they cried for their mommies and daddies to save them. Maybe she was one of them. Not like I bother remembering the faces of human livestock. You asshole. You brute. That's what Light says, you brute. Let's do this. Era, you take the fairy princess. Ray, you take the shiny gold one. I'll handle this gifted punk. Can't wait to see what a gifted punk like you looks like, screaming and crying. Oh, well, this is gonna be fun. You could have escaped with your life if you had just told us what you knew. This is why I can't stand children. And why I adore the sound of a human child's begging and wailing. There's no hope for you. You can look forward to dying death from your own screams. Don't be full of yourself just because your looks aren't half bad. That elasticity and destructive power, that's no ordinary weapon. That stole is a magic weapon. Woo! That's correct. I'm impressed you dodged it, even if it was pure chance. From the moment I first saw you, I've been dying to squash you to a pulp. Human bitch who tried to seduce Lord Yudo. I'll slice that pretty face of yours into ribbons. Wow. Everybody's out here thinking that Nemumu is doing this on purpose. This is actually getting really upsetting. Sup, gang? No way. No flipping way. No way. No. Hold the phone. Blurred Nation! The Blurred Nation is in my chat. There is no way. Yo, he actually turned up. I can't believe this. I have a YouTuber who I've been subscribed to for years now, who does the same thing I do now, and he's on one of my live read-through streams. That's insane. No, seriously, that's cool. That is so cool. I be trying. No. Man, like, you doing Smartphone Season 2 all those years ago really showed me that there are people that are willing to watch the niche, the underappreciated, the underrated, and stuff that most people would write off. The fact that you watch what you watch now, and the fact that you take recommendations. Not many reactors do that. That's amazing. Oh, this is so cool. I mean, I said in my previous streams I would love it if my audience got bigger, or if these streams got more traffic. I genuinely was not expecting that. Oh. I mean, I remember when his channel was still called Weird World Reactions or something. And that was a while ago. But like, yo, that is... I tip my hat to you, good sir. I never got to see season 2. I still got to look at that. Oh, you didn't? Really? I thought you did at one point. Maybe it was season 1? No, it was Smartphone. Wow, maybe it was season 1. It was so long ago, I thought it was season 2. Well, my bad if I'm wrong. My memory sometimes doesn't always help me. Maybe it wasn't Smartphone then. Maybe it was a different season 2. But what was it for? I don't even remember if it would still be on the channel. Blurred Nation Joey's a mega fan of yours. I mean, I am. I recommended to him Undead Unluck and Record of Ragnarok, and he managed to upload both of those on my graduation day. I also recommended to him to watch Magi. He also watches a ton of other stuff just regularly on his channel. He does have series I have to catch up on as well, so I'll definitely watch his videos about it too. I'm doing the reactions for the week right now. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is so awesome. Yeah, it was season 1? Okay. That's so cool. I have a much bigger YouTuber than me in my stream. That's genuinely incredible. Although this is gonna be weird when this series gets animated in October and we're both covering it at the same time. And I'm getting back into Undead Unluck. Let's go. Especially because, like, the winter 1-hour special is dropping in December. So, if you finish the season now, it'll actually make thematic sense because we're in the season of autumn, or we're going into the season of autumn, and autumn is actually kind of a big deal for where you are in Undead Unluck. Trust me, it'll make sense when you get through those episodes. It should also be known that I keep saying this. Facts. I keep saying this to you. I hope you do remember, but when you get to episode 20, please listen to the recap at the beginning because there's a line of narration that's really important to the plot, because it'll open your eyes to a really, really meta thing about the anime version that I hope you're able to pick up on. I think it's episode 20. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's episode 20. I keep saying it because once you notice it, it's like such a cool thing that the show did. And then it's something you can't unnotice because it's like such a groundbreaking revelation. I don't want to say anything else because that would ruin it. So pay attention to the narrator in episode 20 and pay attention to the voice actor. But yo, this is awesome. I can't believe I got stuck with a tacky, shiny one. He is doing an anime that I mentioned to you on Discord that is literally borderline H. Well, he's doing a few. I mean, I am subscribed to his channel. I know what he's uploading. I just have to take a few more chances with my stuff because I'm a relatively smaller channel. But yeah, I know what he's uploading. I choose whether or not I watch the videos. I mean, it's all up to how you feel about certain things. I can't believe I got stuck with the tacky shiny one. I wanted to kill that despicable sun-kissed woman who ogled Lord Yudo with my own hands. Every woman who swarms around Lord Yudo must die. Well, that's certainly an attitude to take. This is that is definitely a personality. Ah, Nemamu is my comrade in arms, so I must defend her honor. Wasn't Lord Yudo the one who came onto her? Distorting the truth you saw with your own eyes isn't admirable. Look at that! Even though Gold teases her every chance he gets, he's a comrade to her and he's like, I have to defend her honor. Hold on a minute. You're twisting the truth because you are trying to just have an excuse to kill her. That's actually wild. Because think about it. That's a personality trait that real world women do have. Not that I've ever known any, but like those kind of jealous women do exist. Where they think that they're so paranoid that other women are going to go on to their man and then they're like they take this like psychotic approach. I mean, isn't that the entire yandere trope in a nutshell? I'm pretty sure that is just the entire yandere genre, yandere trope. Because that is basically what it boils down to for most yanderes. Don't lie. Every woman wants Lord Yudo. Is love blind or delusional? Oh, that's a gem. Gold, you better say that in the anime version. Please, please keep that in the anime. Is love blind or delusional? That Yudo is hardly so appealing. He can't be that popular with the ladies. Our mohawks are better men. Damn! Way to roast him! Be quiet. I'll crush you to bits, ugly armor and all. I pointed out the truth. Resorting to violence is an admission that I am correct. Roasted! Shut up! Die! Oh. Wow. You called me a brute, but you're wrong. It's humans that are pitiful creatures, meant to be prey. If you're going to resent someone, look at the one who was born into such a weak tribe. Well, you are about to die, fool. Hate yourself! First, crush the legs. Once they can't move, torment them until they can't take any more. Ding! with his staff. That glare. Ooh, the aura, the look in his eyes. Shoo, dash away. Okay. He's scared. Okay. You got him jumping light. This stole is tougher than steel, and it's made to slice. Let's see you take a direct hit. Dodge and weave, duck, dodge, duck, dive, duck, dodge, duck, dive. I don't even remember the quote. What was that movie where it was the dodgeball? It was dodge, duck, dive, dip, and dodge. She's weaving, she's dodging, she's moving. Are you kidding me? You evaded all my attacks? Are you really human or one of those masters? Wow. No. She's not a master. She just outclasses you in every way. Okay, so this is the lady that was going up to gold. She's taking her attack. She's winding up. She's hitting. She's swinging. And gold blocks it with his shield. Huh? Urgh. He's not moving at all. You're human. How can you be stronger than me? Oh, you poor dark elves. Oh, you poor fools. You must have considerable strength to wield that massive axe, but you lack skill. Just swinging that axe around without anticipating your opponent's moves makes your attacks easy to dodge. I don't even truly need to use my shield. I'm no master. Your attacks are just slow and plodding, and I've never once thought that I was good looking. I'm not full of myself. Roasted. If you're insecure about your looks, could you not take it out on me, please? True. That is actually so true. We're spitting facts. A tepid attack. Urgh. Did you really capture humans with attacks like that? With all your talk about livestock, were you just a petty thief stealing baby chicks? Ooh! The anime better keep all of this. We are the gods of trash talking and roasting them. You little turd. Oh, that was okay. That was an end of a chapter. Chapter 57. Fainting in Agony. Let me remind myself again on what chapter we end on, just to make sure I know. Okay. 61. I just have to get to 61. But we're having so much fun, aren't we? Isn't it a blast when you can just read these chapters and just see evil put in its place? Sometimes you just need that in your life. You need to just see pure evil just get put in their place. Because there's nothing more satisfying than watching arrogant, stuck up assholes who clearly have done unspeakable evil get put in its place. There's something about it just so vindicating, you know? My attacks are slow? How dare you mock me? It's pointless no matter how many times you try. In that case, she shrunk the stole and instantly closed the distance between us. How about this? Sing! Dodged, duck, dive, dip and dodge. Join me in a deadly dance. Dodge again. A combination of martial arts and your magic weapon, huh? I think it makes for an interesting street performance. Wow. The roasts just keep coming. I wonder how long you can afford to joke around. Shoo, 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 shoo. We're weaving, we're dodging. Dodge, duck, dive, dip, and dodge. A whole double spread. You're not gonna hit Nemamu. You're just not gonna. She's dodging and weaving with grace and ease. This is so fun. This is so fun, man. Slice. Huh? Boom. Ah. Looks like I went too easy on you. I meant to knock you out with that attack. Are you kidding? Not even a scratch? But I won this fight. I don't recall kicking you in the head. If you can still think you can win in this situation, you must be as stupid as your leader. Act tough while you can. Perhaps it's kicking in about now. My rose poison. Hoobidabidi, what now? Dabidibidibba what? Rose poison? Are you dumb? If poison was gonna take effect any time now, it should have. Time for a whole page about the concept of her poison, and watch it just not be effective. So let me just tell this entire description for it to be pointless. Let me say that again. Pointless. My stole and the hand-to-hand combat were decoys. My best weapon is this magic item that scatters rose-scented poison to paralyze my opponents. The rose poison dress. My real aim is to distribute the poison via the vigorous movements of close combat, paralyzing my opponent, who is so close they'll surely inhale it. I've made sure you've sucked down plenty since you were so close to me. You should barely be able to stand without you are. How are you still standing? After all the rose poison you inhaled, you shouldn't be able to move even a single finger. That paralyzing poison you spread? How could something that weak possibly affect me? Trash talk. I wouldn't even call that a poison in the first place. It's just stinky perfume. This is basically just this is just soy phone versus Aizen, basically. Negating the poison because it's so weak. If you want to call something a poison, it should at least be this potent. Manifest poison. Oh, we're about to witness a real poison, people. Oh, she moved so fast. She barely touched her. Ah! 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 That's one of the weaker poisons I can make. I can't believe it's causing you so much agony. Wow. That is just fun. If you're going to work with poisons, you should build up a little more tolerance to... Oh, you're not listening anymore. Well, that fight's over. Good job, Nemamu. Look, use your hips. You need to push with your hips. The power in your lower body isn't making it up to your upper body. You bastard! Don't get cocky, human! Frenzy Axe! Berserker mode! Huh? A magic weapon? I'm excited to see what effect it has. Okay. Ah! Oh my gosh! The axe turns her into a berserker. What? Chapter 58. Different class. I think it's unbecoming for a young lady to howl and drool like that. Damn. She's fast. Oh, he finally had to dodge. Your velocity has increased drastically. Your previous speed could hardly compare. No, it's not just your speed. The Frenzy Axe doubles all attributes aside from the wielder's level. Well, that's a crazy weapon. However, it comes at the cost of making the wielder go berserk. The wielder will rampage until they have killed all they perceived as enemies. You're like a wild beast. But no matter how much your power and speed have skyrocketed, isn't it a major weakness to lose your head in the middle of a fight? Your attacks are more repetitive and you're leaving yourself wide open. Rawr! I see I'm wasting my breath. You are not listening to what I'm saying. Fighting isn't mindless rampaging. Turning off your brain to rely solely on physical force as your rage is the furthest thing from true strength. There is no need to dodge or block this sort of brute force. Damn. He's still just roasting her. Sidestepped, tripped her. I'll simply turn it back on you. Boom. Into the ground. Just, you're done. That was good. This double spread is gorgeous. Whoo! I'm not opposed to the use of magic weapons, but there's hardly any point if the weapon is using you, is there? You are fundamentally lacking in diligence. Well, this is the end of this fight. Let's see how Light wraps his up. Her. Ellie, please magically block the entrance to the third basement level so that no other parties come down here. May, please get rid of any monsters that are drawn to the sounds of our battle. Please leave it to me. Yes, Lord Light. You called my attack tepid? You little... That staff, it's some sort of magic weapon, isn't it? You think you're some big shot because you used it to defend against my attack? Humans are just talking livestock. I'll make you regret putting me down. All magic items, activate! We gotta get away quick and hide, or me and nice big bro are gonna get... Huh? Never fear, Momo. I'll take care of him. I won't let him lay a finger on you, so don't cry, okay? Let's go, Light. Hurry up and come at me, underling. I'll show you what it means to be in a different class. The roasting, the trash talk continues. This looks amazing. Chapter 59. Ineffective. Wow. We're actually close to the end of this volume, and we barely even got close to Sione or the Soul Dragon. We're just dealing with this party of fools, even though we're the dark fools. We're dealing with this... I mean, it was bound to happen. We're just taking out the trash at this point. You little brat. I was gonna incapacitate you gently before, but now I'm gonna mess up your limbs so bad you can't move. And once I'm done interrogating you, I'll toy with you for fun until it kills you. With my anti-white knight battle technique. Anti-white knight battle technique? Take them down with the strongest, fastest attack so they can't get a chance to counter. He's fast. His magical items have vastly increased his physical abilities. Idiot! Approach with the greatest speed, not giving your opponent time to respond, and hit them with an overwhelming attack. After years of thinking about how to beat the strongest fighters in the Elven Kingdom, hold the phone. We are not doing this. Did it straight up just say kingdom? I thought it was called the queendom. I thought this was the Elven Queendom. Please tell me that that's a translation error. It's supposed to be a queendom. It's a matriarchy. I'm guessing that's just a translation error. The White Knights. This is a simple answer I came up with. I'll destroy your limbs. He grabbed his swords. Light just straight up grabbed his swords. Crunch. Boom. Crushed him with his bare hands. What? You broke my rapiers with your bare hands? Boom. And Light just knocked him in the chest. You tried to sound all cool when you talked about taking your opponents down with the strongest, fastest attack and instantly winning. But blinding me with a flash of light while you attacked is just cunning or small-minded or something. You gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you, you little shit. I'm gonna kill you dead. I don't even care about getting intellect masters out of you anymore. You can die in a puddle of piss and humiliation for what you did to me. Hold on a second. I got something I gotta take care of. Okay, hang on. I gotta step away and help my mom with something. So, give me a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. Had to help my mom because people were calling into her work and they couldn't hear her, so I had to call her work number to make sure that it wasn't a problem with her microphone. And it seems that our entire family just has technology problems with microphones and stuff because she could hear me when I called her. So sorry for that taking longer than expected. It's always a thing. It's either me that has problems or my family that has problems. And there are just times I can't just do my thing uninterrupted. Lovely. Well, we're close to being finished anyway. And I still got plenty of energy left in me. Let's wrap up this stream on a high note. If anyone wants to contribute to the stream again, you can chat about any future series that are like if you could have a top priority recommendation for me to put on the channel next, what I should do. Put it in the chat and I will consider it for either a future poll or making an emergency switch in the roster and moving it to top priority. If you guys want, because it's, it's a live stream and I'm the boss of this channel, I can change the rules. If you have any series in particular you want me to do like tomorrow or Monday, put it in the chat and we can talk about it and I might consider it. But let's continue the chapter from where we were. This is a Phantasma class weapon I got from the deepest level of a certain dungeon. It's the Eye of Balak, a magic eye that causes instant death. Of course we were going to get a weapon with instant death in this series. Just to see how we either deal with this kind of magic or not. It'll break after repeated use, but it's a brutal magic weapon that can kill any living creature in an instant. Blink, Eye of Balak. Well, it's not going to work. I think it has to do with our level. We're not going to die. It's open. After you die, I'll disgrace your corpse too. I'll feed it to some livestock. Your family and everyone you know, I'll find them and slaughter them all too. Die as you feel the sting of regret. Die, 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 die. What are you, Reaper? This isn't Overwatch. You can't just say his line. Die, die, die. I should know. I was a Reaper main. For the little time I played Overwatch. Why aren't you dead? The light of instant death hit you. Hit you. So why didn't you die? So you want to know why? SR appraisal release. Oh, I see. This magic item does have the power to inflict instant death, but it seems it's only effective on targets at level 3000 and below. Damn. That's insane. That is straight up just insane. I'm level 9999, so it shouldn't affect me. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter, as I've made myself immune to all instant death attacks. Huh? Level 9999? So, well, I'm gonna go punch him out and capture him. So be a good girl and wait here, okay? Okay. Stay back! You gotta be lying about your level. Of course, because everybody who hears it always says he's lying. They always need some kind of proof that he's actually as strong as he is. There's no way you could be a crazy level like 9999. Even Commander Hardy of the White Knights is nowhere near that. So there's no way in hell. Please, Eye of Balak, please work! Stay back! Eye of Balak, work! Die, 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 please! Crunch! Your weapon broke after repeated use. Ha 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 ha. Looks like you exceeded the use limit and broke it. Monster, stay away from me! Ah! Somebody help! Light did say he was coming over there to punch him. You're not getting away, fool. And Momo is just stunned. She's like, wow! And he's knocked out. I won't kill you right away. I'll get the information I need out of you and find out all the crimes you've committed against humans so I can deliver an appropriate punishment. Yay! Wow! You're so strong, big bro! Honestly, I absolutely loathe how humans are oppressed in this world. Don't we all know it, Light? This entire page is just the average mindset of a human who doesn't like how they're being treated in a world where every fantasy race imaginable despises humans. And I said this plenty of times in previous videos. It's a nice change of pace because you're so often in fantasy you have to deal with humans oppressing other races. So it's fun to, get a series where it's the opposite. It's not a good scenario, of course. It's never a good scenario. I'm not saying, look, it's fiction. I'm not about to take the moral high ground when... Is there really ever a moral high ground in fiction? Alrighty. We've reached the 60 range. Chapter 60. A dream? Question mark? There's A-level adventurers, but those two are around level 1000. And Yudo is higher than what Dark Elves can usually reach, but even he's only around level 2000. He boosted his abilities a lot with magic items, but he was still no match for us. So it's all well and good that we've defeated him. But how will we bring them to the abyss? Because of interference from the other world. We can't teleport from the dungeon. That is very true. Nemamu and I will take him out of the dungeon and use a teleportation card and go to the deepest level of the abyss. My lord, you and the others can head for the depths of the dungeon in the meantime. Is that acceptable? Gold! I have a noble mission to guide Lord Dark to the deepest level of this dungeon. Why should I have to join you in bringing that trash up to the surface? Surely you aren't trying to get me alone. No, definitely not. Nemamu, if you go any further, even I'm going to get mad. You realize? Our objective is to proceed to the deepest level, to secure the target of my lord's revenge and close the gateway to the other world. Miss Ellie is absolutely essential for closing the gateway, and from a tactical perspective, you and I would only be a burden. So isn't it acceptable to split into two groups? I'll stay with Lord Dark to guide the party, and you can take the three of them to the surface. That's physically possible, but it will be difficult for me to fend off monsters and avoid notice if my hands are full. Miss May can assume the role of guide. She should have no problem standing in for you. And most importantly, that rose woman you defeated is leaking fluid all over her body thanks to your poison, isn't she? I don't want to carry such a filthy thing. You should take responsibility for what you've done by carrying her yourself, shouldn't you? Damn. True. Arg is hardly a response. I have several plans, but I suppose Gold's is acceptable. May, Ellie, you may show yourselves. Well done taking care of the monsters and adventurers. Thank you for your kind words. I used magic to make them lose their way. No adventurers will make it down for this floor today. May, can you determine the contents of a dungeon as Nemamu can? Yes, no problem at all. That's a multi-talented maid for you. So, Nemamu and Gold, you take Yudo's party to the abyss via the surface. May and Ellie, let's head to the bottom level of this dungeon. Yes, leave it to us, my lord. Yes, Lord Dark. Mr. Shiny, are you leaving? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we must part ways, little miss. Oh, will I see you again? Certainly. Let's bustle about again sometime. Sure. Let's go, Gold. Bye-bye. See you later. Miss Belly Button, don't catch a cold. I don't think they can physically catch a cold. Oh, yo, let's go. Okay, Lee. You subscribed to... Okay, let's go. We're all just advertising for each other here. That's awesome. Shall we proceed to May, if you would? Leave it to me. I have determined its location. This way. Here it is. The stairway down to the next level. So fast! You're faster than Miss Belly Button! May can do anything. She's an amazing maid. Oh, wow. When I grow up, I want to be a maid. Okay. I think you're forgetting you're a ghost, but you're a child, so we're not going to say anything. We've arrived at the 4th basement level. A single path forward. That's different from the other levels. There are no traps to note. I don't sense any magical traps either. Shall we proceed? There's nothing wrong with this door either. Open them, please. Yes, Lord Light. Is this the hall that used to be on the ground floor? I believe the warping of space moved it to this level, yes. Do you think it's alright for us to go through the door at the end? I sense we might be getting close to the deepest level. Oh, May. Sounds like we'll be seeing Sione soon. So why don't we defeat the monster that's hiding near the door so we can go forward? It seems it's still trying to hide itself. But can it truly believe we cannot see it? Yeah, you know what, Lee? You do that. I'll focus on finishing up this stream, and you guys can chat in the chat. That way I won't have to worry about keeping up with the chat. If you guys can do that, that'd be awesome. A fallen sphinx. That's the first time I've heard that name. It must be from the other world, no? It seems it has the power to create strong illusions. Level 2000. Rather high for a monster. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I can put a filter on this. Hold on. Give me a second. I was summoned here by our king, the Soul Dragon. I can hear him directly in my head. Lose yourself in my power and become my captive. Flesh! This is my village. My rural hometown. May said the monster could create illusions. This is one, huh? The scent of the air, the feeling of the dirt beneath my feet, and the breeze on my skin. They all feel so real. That's some ability there. I'm sure a lower level person would end up trapped in here forever. But I'm level 9,999, so I can resist. It has no effect on me at all. I'd better destroy the illusion and get out of here. Big bro? Why are you dressed like that? Yume? What are you doing, Light? Did you already finish chopping wood? If you're done, please hurry up and bring the wood inside. We need it to make breakfast. Dad? Mom? If you're not done yet, want me to help you out? Big bro Els? Hold the phone. His brother? Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure this was like revealed in the volume that this is, volume 3. But like, Els is only just now relevant in the novels, people. This is crazy. I know this is an illusion of the past, like a dream, but that's crazy. We're getting to see Els? He's not relevant until, like, the newest material. I am not kidding. Wow, that's some setup. If the monster can show me an illusion of my village before it was destroyed, it must be easy for it to create my family too. I guess, because of the high resistance I have at level 9,999, my mind is able to understand that the scene before me is all fake, but... What's wrong, big bro? Did you hurt yourself? Hey, are you okay? Do you have a fever? Is something wrong? Dad, Mom, I know this is an illusion, but my departed parents are right here in front of me. I couldn't save them. I didn't make it in time. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, this final chapter is gonna be an emotional one. Oh. I have to go through it again. Chapter 61. The final chapter of this stream. I'm sorry. What a chapter title. I'm sorry. Chapter 61, people. We've reached the final one. Heh heh heh. You cannot escape from my illusions. Die enthralled in your dreams, so that your souls may go to my king. What's wrong, big bro? Did you fall asleep? You can't sleep here. Wake up. What are you? Why aren't you captivated by my illusions? You are like me. How are you self-aware? A bit of sport my king is engaging in? Well, it is of no matter. I will present you to him along with these souls. You should be honored that you will become a part of his majesty. No! What's wrong? Why are you crying? You're too serious, Light. You push yourself too hard. You don't have to carry the world on your shoulders. You can rely on us more, okay? We're on your side no matter what. That's right, Light. Guys don't have to be perfect all the time. You don't have to take on everything yourself. I'll always be with you no matter what. Dad. Mom. Your sense of duty is too strong. You take on too much. You can depend on us more. I'm gonna do my best to help you, brother. That's right. Oh, he does? Okay, I guess I'll check out his channel when I'm done. I don't really know what he has there, but I'll go check it out. That's right. I had such a kind, warm family. Is it a little sis or a little bro? Which one is it? Hee hee. I'll be happy with either. I can't get that time back. All I want is for this little one to be born. I know those days were real. I love you so much, Light and Els. I just want this baby to be happy too. Oh, this was before Yume was born. Okay. When I was little, back when I could be blissfully ignorant and be with everyone. Those peaceful days when we were bathed in a gentle ray of sunlight. I wish they had gone on longer. But I lost everything. This dream is so wonderful, I wish it could go on forever. Everything is right here, but I can't afford to stay here in this illusion. There are things I need to do. I can't stop yet. Release. SSR, time to awaken. That's another card to keep in mind. Crack. I know it's only an illusion, but even so, I'm sorry, everyone. Shatter. Ting. Die. No. What? Ah! Impressive as always, Lord Light. You've already defeated the monster. We were a bit late. The illusion was more fun than I expected, so I lingered there too long. Though I didn't get you quite right, blessed Lord Light. This fallen Sphinx and the copies of Sione, the fact that you defeated them with ordinary attacks, suggests that the monsters the Soul Dragon summoned or created are distinct from the ghost monsters from the other world. They don't require holy magic to defeat them, correct? Lord Light, is there a problem? If you've suffered any injuries, please command me to heal you. I'll do so without any delay. I'm fine. The monster only cast an illusion on me. I'm unhurt. Lord Light, if you need anything, please come to me at any time. Thanks, May. Blessed Lord Light, you may share anything with me as well, of course. Thanks, Ellie. I'll be sure to depend on you whenever I need your help. Me too! You protected us while we were in the illusions, didn't you, Momo? Thanks. So shall we go through the door? Yes. I couldn't save Mom and Dad, but Yume and Els might still be alive. Oh, that's a good thought to have, Light. Definitely something to keep your mind percolating. Something that is going to become extremely relevant very soon. If they are, I'm going to save them, no matter what obstacles I have to overcome. Even if the goddess herself gets in my way. I swear it. I'm opening it. Please do, thanks. Look at this double spread. That's the Soul Dragon, huh? And who's there? No outsiders are allowed in here. Okay, we found Sione. Long time no see, Sione. I've come to get revenge for what you did to me 3 years ago. And there we go. That's the end of the stream. We reached chapter 61, and we are done. Thank you for buying Volume 8 and reading to the end. I put Alvin and Neely on the cover because this seemed like the best opportunity for it. Did you like it? Wow. I'm pretty sure that's either the writer or I think it's either the author of the manga or the illustrator. That's actually kind of funny. I put them on the cover because it was the best chance to do so. I expanded upon a part from the original light novels to create the character Momo for the manga version. I hope the light novel fans will be receptive to her. Oh! I completely forgot. She's not a novel character. Oh! She was a manga creation. It didn't even feel that it was out of place. Wow. Why? Why does cliffhanger? I know. And unlike last time, I'm not about to go into another stream. I know my own energy and strength. I'm not gonna be convinced to do another one, even if you guys asked me to. Because the reception of the last one kind of showed that I kind of just sped my way through the last one. Didn't have as much fun with it, you know? And besides, this stream had such a turnout. I got the Asta here. We got a YouTuber who I watch his videos of. Never have I felt so honored to have a more popular YouTuber on my channel at all. Like, that's the equivalent of if Markiplier turned up to one of my streams randomly. Like, that is how this feels to me. It's such a cool feeling. Although that would be a funny day if that time came and Markiplier did come to my channel. But I don't think so. YouTube is so big, he would never find me. But, like, the fact that Blurred Nation is even here at all, like, that made my day. That truly made my day. And then there's a short story. It's an extra light novel story. This is the volume cover. Very cool artwork. Still curious about how you are on a single card and how both of you are level 5,000. Very curious about how that works. And this is Mara's card art. She's a UR and level 7,777. This is cool. Would love it in color. Is that it? Oh, here it is in color. Okay. So this is the back of volume 9. Or, no, it's supposed to be 8. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is volume 8. Yeah. Okay. Nope, we're not doing that. Okay. We're going to stop here because this is so cool and I want these in physical cards. I want physical cards of these so badly. And it looks like they fixed her color design. On a previous manga cover, her hair was pink. Very light purple. If there was a short story, please read the short story. I mean, I kind of skipped every other short story that the manga versions had. And you really expect me to read those? They're companion pieces for the novels. Okay. If you're sure, I'll do it. I have to remember now, I have to read right to left, which is weird because every novel I've ever read has been left to right. So this is going to be weird. Perhaps you should consider tidying up a bit more, Nazuna. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I got my air conditioner on in the background. I hope you're still able to hear me. I really don't think I have the energy to read a short story. Because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I could leave these pages on screen if you people want to, like, read them. I genuinely don't think I'm able to. Well, it's just me being selfish. I see. You know what? I'm gonna go to the next page. And if people want to read the short story, they can pause. Especially if this is after the fact. I'll leave it here. And I'll let you people read. I'll give it a little bit more, and then I'll go to the next page, and I'll just leave it. I won't read it myself, but if you want to read it, feel free to read, and I'll pause on certain pages. You pause to read, because that is a thing with YouTube. You can pause it just to read. So I'll do it that way. So I'll go to the next page now. Leave it here. Okay, I'm going to go now to the next page. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next page, which is the end of this. Okay, I'm about to click away. That was the end of that short story. A few people read it. I did not think to read it myself because I'm kind of spent. We'll go back here and we'll call the stream here. That was fun. Got some more evidence to use in a upcoming video talking about the gacha and its mechanics and how certain things work and how like best to explain things. Even with like the very limited amount of information the series gives us, I will go over theories and headcanons and speculation in an upcoming video that I don't plan to release until I have the anime out to use as even more reference material. You never know if the anime is going to move things around, add things, take away things. So I have to make sure that I have every possible opportunity to have all the evidence I need. So that's been this stream. Way more successful than I ever thought, which is hard to imagine considering my previous streams, but that's crazy. That's amazing. Like, that is so cool. The way I had this turnout is just, it's so incredible to me. So, if you guys have anything else you want to talk about, now's the time, because we are done with the we are done with the topic of the stream. If you have random other side things you want to talk about, now's the time. If you don't, then this is where we're gonna call it. Well, it seems as though this is the end of the stream. So it looks like I will call this one here. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Make sure you join the Patreon. Go over there, check the stuff out. There's exclusives over there. Go check out those. I put a lot of hard work and effort into those. Go purchase them. I do need someone to purchase the collections of the exclusives that are still releasing so I can test whether or not you guys get the videos that go into the collection so you wouldn't have to pay again. I have to test how that works. But to do that, I need someone to make a purchase. It's good content. It's just extra stuff that I don't put on the channel. For Togen Anki fans, Joey, when will the ref release a new episode? Very good question. Very, very good question. For any of you who are fans of Togen Anki, I can confirm that the next time the anime ref has to do an episode, it will be Sakamoto Days and Togen Anki. That's right. Gachi Akuta will take a back seat for a week. That I can confirm. But like I was saying, let me get back to my outro. So go over to the Patreon, go check out that stuff. It's a lot of good stuff. Become a member. You can become a free member of mine. Most of my stuff still goes to Patreon anyway. If you are a member, you get notified the minute it's uploaded, which is way faster than YouTube. And of course, keep your notifications on because, as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.